she's not passionate about it. So I have a lot of respect for her. And she feels very deeply. I mean, I've seen her and I've said this on the floor of the house that I have a lot of respect for her because last time she's the only minister who worked. Every bill that came was from finance ministry and she was defensive actions which were not hers. So actually I'm sympathetic to her because she is getting all this flack which is not something that she has created. So I sympathize and I like her as a woman and that too she is JNU, so 5 marks more than that. So I really feel proud about it. And then they said, ये तो उनका हो गया लेकिन budget के बारे में क्या? I said 2 on 10. Because the budget is not written by her, so why should I unnecessarily, give her less marks? So 10 on 10 to her and 2 on 10 to the person who wrote the budget. So I think this is, and what worries me is we are leaving the core subjects aside. I still feel myself like, what do I want to raise in Parliament? Of course I want to raise all your rights, but at the same time I do want to raise the issue of 15,000 crores of GST which Maharashtra hasn't got. I want to raise issues of the monies which were committed to us after Sangli and Kolhapur. That was 8 months ago, not one penny has even come. That is the money they committed, Sangli and Kolhapur, where it was their government, both sides, in Maharashtra and there. So what worries me is, I also don't want to get so trapped in all this that I forget issues of my state, and I think maybe this is their game plan. So are we to keep us distracted in all this and forget where the country's economy is going? And yesterday, I am a bit of a socialist, I am a bit of a communist at times. I am a capitalist also, so I have a little one-third, maybe just confused. But I just feel that, business has to exist, the economy has to do well, and wealth has to be created. Because that wealth belongs to all of us, not just to me or you or to a certain family. It has to everybody wants. Yeah, this is aspirational India. You heard it in the budget yesterday. She talked about aspirations and aspirations and aspirations. And it's a fact, why should I? I mean, the school and college my daughter goes to, my driver's daughter's son also goes to the same college. This is aspirational India, wears the same jeans, goes to the same places in the evening, and there's nothing wrong in it. I think that's where India needs to grow. So have we forgotten? Why did I join politics? To make somebody's life better. And what are we politicians doing except fighting and arguing? We are really not doing anything. So if you ask me personally, I'm just feeling I'm stagnating right now. Because we are not doing anything new, we are not doing anything innovative. So I just feel that, come on, let's go and create. I mean, I'm exceptionally competitive by nature. Not with anybody else, I compete with myself. And I take great pride in my state. I want my state to be uno in everything that happens in this country. I want to lead by example for you to say, अरे वो जो महाराष्ट्र में हो रहा है ना, वो इस देश में होना चाहिए. Like स्वच्छता अभियान, hats off to Mr. Baby. He did create a good job and nothing wrong. If it's good in the larger interest, I'm happy to support it. But please remember that program was started in my state 25 years ago by late R.R. Patil. It was started as a Swachhata Abhiyan. He, poor thing, didn't have the resources, nor did he have Amitabh Bachchan to model for it. So, the whole country did not know about it. But he made a lot of effort. So, I think a lot of good work needs to be done. Politics is about arguing, 50%, we can sit. And this whole thing of tolerance and intolerance, I have objection. I don't tolerate people, yeah, I like people. Why do we have to say this whole debate of intolerance that, oh my God, we have become an intolerant society? So I think we also as a society need to introspect of where we are standing. I think we've all become overreactive. It's them versus us. And every time it's them versus us, why do we have to be vertically divided? Even movies are getting divided. No, there are people who are telling me, oh, you should see this movie and not that movie because this is the section of society which is supporting this. Come on, yeah, it's a free medium. And everybody's scared of saying things. People don't want to put their finger into anything. As छोड़ो यार, ED का notice आ जाएगा. अरे क्या कर लेगा? ED का ही notice भेजेगा. उससे ज़्यादा क्या कर लेगा? I mean, I think this fear that we are all living through is either self-created or what I don't know. And I myself feel terrible, and I blame a lot of my friends from the media, especially the electronic media, because I keep telling them, y'all keep stirring the pot for no reason sometimes. You're making irrelevant issues into relevant issues. So I think we really as a society need to decide what we want to do. And it is a liberal, yeah. Maharashtra is so liberal, and I take pride in being liberal about it. And like just 2 days ago, the entire LGBT team wanted to have a big dharna outside, and they wanted to have a big mocha. They wanted to do a big walk, and the Home Ministry requested, because they said, I said I'm going to lead it. I was not going to leave. I was going to be in the budget. I didn't know it was 2 hours 45 minutes. Otherwise, it would have been better off here than there. But they turned around and said, I said, don't we have to give them permission? Yeah, why should you not give them permission to do it? It's a liberal society, you can do what you want. And they said, no, the only reason we don't want it is because let them be in one place to agitate, but not go into something because of the situation in India. So clearly today, India, there is an unrest in India. People are scared. The police are on the edge. This is not the India that I was brought up in. I was brought up in a very liberal India, which is modern. You could say what you want. And I think there's just too much negative manifestation. It is too much negativity. And it actually is bothering me. And I think all of us need to know what to do. Just by agitating, our problems are not going to get solved. Till that 303 doesn't break, nothing is going to happen, because their whole thing is that you can do what you want. I call this government, there is no incoming, there's only outgoing. They talk to you when they want to communicate. There is nothing this government replies to, nothing. Even in parliament, we may be all very good parliamentarians sitting there, but it's absolutely of no consequence if you ask me. So I think we need to take this to the people. There are a lot of people who believe that CA, NRC is about the Hindu and the Muslims. Anybody realizes it's nothing to do with your community. It is only going to hurt the poor in this country and nobody else. And I think that's the agenda we have to drive to the country. It's not. I mean, I told all my friends that the Adivasis, the Banjaras, the VJNTs, where are they going to get the documents from? It's only against the poor, and the faster we explain it to our so-called intelligent friends who we all meet in the evening and argue and debate. Because most of my friends are, as I tease them, Ek hi bhool kamal ka phool. Because they're all voting for them. And these are all my friends. For the reason that they tell me, they say, no, efficiency, performance. Where is the performance? And the index and the numbers. The jugglery of the numbers, it's unreal. And with such confidence they throw at you that they intimidate you. And I think the day we decide not to get intimidated, that's going to change this country. And I think we need a modern India. Governance has to be what the politicians can have view, but 50% of debates and 50% you have to perform to make people's lives better. Let it be a liberal society, but at the same time, performance is something we've all put behind, and I'm telling you, I am so concerned that we're going to get so trapped in all this, and this country is going to go way back. Because now, if you notice, one more thing which they did in the budget, which has nothing to do with the budget, is changing the age of marriage. What is that got to do with the budget? When she said it, my friend Kani Modi sits next to me. She says, what do you think, 18 to 21? I said, don't get distracted. I said, they are only bringing, what is a budget got to do with at what age? That is a social justice or women and power department. Nothing to do with the budget. So, this is how they take you on a spin. And I saw 3 channels last night discussing not the budget, but discussing whether the age should be 18 or 21. I mean, think about it. Is this anything to do with the budget? Zero. It's like the economics department talking about geography. I mean, let's not mix oranges and peaches, and this is exactly what they do, and this is how they play the game. You have to bring this government back on track. And that's what I'm going to say in my budget, that yes, please make it 21, but let Smriti Irani bring that issue. This is not Nirmala Sitharaman's issue. Please, each department has to do what their core competence is. I've become a full-time Neta. I was only given 10 minutes. Once I get the mic, I don't know how to stop. It's a big problem. And I just looked at you and I realized you need to speak longer than I. But absolutely, I hope we get some question asked. It's a pleasure seeing a completely different audience. I don't get this audience to speak normally. I either get my parliamentarians or I get Mazur Kisan and all, they are willing to listen. I think you people of Mumbai need to come out. We need to have more debates. We need you all to be more active. And before I finish, I want to give you one commitment, since a lot of you are from Mumbai University. Please be rest assured, one promise I want to make to this city, that our government is going to change the face of Mumbai University. It's going to be modern, it's going to be liberal. and it's going to be open to all. Anybody wants to say anything? And please say some things against us also. It doesn't mean because we are in government we are doing everything right. We will also make mistakes. We need feedback from you. We are going to change this entire complex. You will hear it in the budget also. We are committed because I feel that this whole, in the budget they talked about World Heritage Sites. Mumbai is the only city which has 5 World Heritage Sites, and they did not take Mumbai yesterday. And I'm going to write to the Prime Minister that you have taken 5 sites. One is in Gujarat, ek to Mumbai ko de do yaar. The biggest contributors to the budget is us. So I think we deserve it, some recognition for it. So I think Mumbai University is something we are going to go. I hope that, God willing, inshallah, we will have this next session not at YP Chauhan Center, but at Mumbai University next year. And I would on behalf of them like to invite you to come, because that's a beautiful hall which right now is not given. I'm going to put everything that I can. And this kind of debates need to happen in the Mumbai University complex every Saturday, Sunday. We want footfalls to come. Let people come. You can play music there. You can sing there. You can have a coffee there. You can think there. Let's have something. And I want you all to give me feedback as how we can use that space for the betterment of the city. Thank you.